Welcome to our channel where reality and the supernatural intertwine. Tonight, we explore the eerie silence of deserted sports arenas, where the thrill of victory has faded into fear. Turn off the lights, my friends, and let the darkness envelop you. Imagine an old football stadium, shrouded in darkness. The once vibrant field now choked with weeds, the stands empty and decaying. This is where our first story takes us. They call him the Phantom Footballer, a spectral figure seen only under the pale glow of the moon. Some say he was a star athlete, his life tragically cut short in his prime. The first few sightings were dismissed as pranks, shadows playing tricks on the eyes in the dead of night. But then came the reports. The chilling testimonies of those who claimed to have seen him, a solitary figure running drills beneath the desolate stadium lights. One witness, a security guard nearing retirement, spoke of a cold shiver that ran down his spine as he made his rounds. He described seeing a figure clad in a tattered jersey sprinting down the field with a speed and agility that defied human capability. Another witness, a group of teenagers daring each other to spend a night in the haunted stadium, claimed to have heard the distinct thud of a leather football being kicked, followed by the eerie sound of footsteps circling them in the darkness. The local newspaper, initially skeptical, ran a story about the Phantom Footballer, sparking a wave of curiosity and dread. People from neighboring towns flocked to the abandoned stadium, hoping for a glimpse of the spectral athlete. Some claimed to have captured fleeting images on their phones, blurry photos of a translucent figure seemingly glowing against the backdrop of the dilapidated stadium. Others told of hearing the ghostly cheers of a phantom crowd, urging the Phantom Footballer on. As the legend of the Phantom Footballer grew, so too did the mystery surrounding his identity. Was he a restless spirit forever replaying his glory days? Or was he searching for something, a final play, an elusive victory that death had denied him? So, if you ever find yourself near a deserted football stadium under a pale moonlit sky, listen closely. You might just hear the echo of a whistle, the thud of a phantom football, and the chilling realization that you are not alone. Our next tale takes us from the gridiron to the hardwood, from the roar of the crowd to the eerie silence of a haunted basketball court. This story revolves around a place where the squeak of sneakers and the bounce of a ball have been replaced by the whispers of the unseen and the chilling feeling of being watched. Imagine a gymnasium, frozen in time, the air thick with dust, the court illuminated only by the slivers of moonlight piercing through boarded-up windows. This is where the legend of the haunted hoops takes hold. It all began with the whispers, the stories shared in hushed tones by the locals. They spoke of a former basketball star, a young man whose talent on the court was only surpassed by the darkness that consumed him off of it. His name was lost to time, but his legend lived on in the eerie occurrences that plagued the abandoned gymnasium. Some say he took his own life within those walls, unable to reconcile his promising future with the inner demons that haunted him. Others claim he died in a tragic accident, his spirit forever tethered to the place where he felt most alive. The first sign that something was amiss were the sounds. People passing by late at night would hear the unmistakable bounce of a basketball echoing through the empty court. At first, they dismissed it as their imagination, but as the reports grew, so too did the unease. Then came the sightings, fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures darting across the court, vanishing as quickly as they appeared. Janitors working the night shift reported seeing basketballs rolling on their own, as if propelled by an unseen hand. One chilling account involved a group of teenagers who dared to sneak into the gymnasium late one night. They claim to have witnessed a full-on basketball game played in complete silence by spectral figures who moved with an eerie grace and speed. As they watched, frozen in terror, one of the figures stopped, turned towards them and pointed directly at them, a cold, knowing smile spreading across its translucent face. The teenagers fled in terror, their screams echoing through the deserted gymnasium. The haunted hoops became a local legend, a cautionary tale whispered to children to keep them out of the abandoned gymnasium. But be warned, my friends, for the haunted hoops are not for the faint of heart. For within those walls, the echoes of the past mingle with the whispers of the unseen, and the boundary between reality and nightmare fades into a terrifying blur. Chapter 3. The Icy Spectre. Our final tale takes us to a place where the chill in the air is more than just the temperature. We venture now into the haunting silence of a deserted ice hockey rink, where the ghostly echo of skates carving into the ice is a bone-chilling reminder that some games are never truly over. Picture this, an abandoned ice rink, the once gleaming ice now dull and scarred. The only light emanates from the moon, casting long, eerie shadows across the empty seats. This is where the legend of the Icy Spectre unfolds. They say he was a hockey player, a rising star with a deadly slap shot, and a future brighter than the ice he commanded, but fate had other plans. One fateful night, during a particularly brutal game, he suffered a career-ending injury, a cruel twist of fate that shattered his dreams and left him a prisoner in his own body. Driven to despair, he took his own life within the cold confines of the very rink that had once been his sanctuary. Now his tormented spirit is said to haunt the ice, forever chasing the puck in the ghostly silence of the deserted rink. The first whispers of the Icy Spectre began with the night watchman, a grizzled old man who had seen his fair share of strange occurrences in his time. He reported hearing the distinct sound of skates carving into the ice late at night, long after the last of the staff had gone home. At first he dismissed it as his imagination, the product of too many lonely nights spent in the eerie silence of the rink. But then, one chilling evening as he made his rounds, he saw it, a figure skating with impossible speed and agility, leaving behind a trail of what appeared to be icy mist. The figure was translucent, almost ghostly, and clad in a tattered hockey jersey, the number barely visible through the spectral haze. The watchman, paralyzed with fear, could only watch as the figure glided across the ice, performing maneuvers that defied the laws of physics. He watched as the figure stopped at center ice, turned towards him, and for a fleeting moment their eyes met. The watchman swore he saw a look of pure anguish in those spectral eyes, a depth of sadness and longing that chilled him to the bone. The figure then vanished into thin air, leaving behind nothing but the echo of skating blades and the lingering scent of icy mist. Word of the Icy Spectre spread like wildfire, drawing in curious onlookers and paranormal investigators eager to catch a glimpse of the ghostly hockey player. Some claim to have captured fleeting images of the spectre on their cameras, blurry photos of a translucent figure skating across the ice. Others reported hearing the ghostly sounds of a hockey game, the clang of the puck against the post, the roar of the phantom crowd, the chilling echo of skates carving into the ice. He haunted the ice, a ghostly puck chaser forever trapped in his icy purgatory, a chilling testament to the unyielding grip of the afterlife. So, my friends, if you ever find yourself near a deserted ice rink late at night, listen closely. You might just hear the chilling sound of skates carving into the ice, the ghostly echoes of a game played in the shadows. The lights are flickering back on, my friends, but the chill remains. If you enjoyed these tales of deserted arenas and the spectral athletes that haunt them, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the shadows, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a descent into darkness. And tell us, my friends, Have you encountered a ghostly presence in a place where passion and competition once reigned? Share your stories in the comments below if you dare. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and stay scared.